Welcome to the book reading program of 3ABN Australia Radio. Does your faith need a boost? Do you think that miracles only happened in Bible times? Think again. Compiled by Remnant Publications, the book Get Ready for a Miracle recounts true stories that prove that when we step out in faith, God displays His power in undeniable ways. Here is our reader, Colville Smith.
This story is entitled, God Still Heals. Luke 22 verse 42 says, Father, if it is your will, take this cup away from me. Nevertheless, not my will, but yours be done. I received a phone call asking me to visit a member of our church, an elderly woman who was in intensive care at the hospital. She had had a brain aneurysm or a stroke and had been declared brain dead, so the hospital called the family to come and say their farewells. The family had invited me to come too. When I arrived at the hospital, the woman was hooked up to machines, completely unresponsive. The family was already making funeral arrangements and discussing the details. Then they asked if I could pray. As I prayed, I felt impressed to say, God, if you choose, you can heal her. I didn't believe myself that she would come out of it. I mean, it was a long shot. However, I thought, at least I can give this family some hope, and I don't want to underestimate what God can do. After the prayer, I spent a little more time with the family. Finally, I said goodbye to the elderly church member. She couldn't hear me because she was unconscious. A little while later, the family called me. Have you heard what happened with Mum? They asked. No, I said. She opened her eyes, the family members told me. So they took out her breathing tube. Then she sat up and started to talk. She said she felt fine and she was hungry. Remember, this is a woman whom the doctors had said was brain dead. Anyone who witnessed this event said either they totally misdiagnosed what the problem was, or it was a miracle. That happened 3 years ago. That same woman was in church last week. She even serves as a greeter. God is good. A reflection associated with this story comes from The Desire of Ages, page 823. They shall lay hands on the sick and they shall recover. This world is a vast laser house, but Christ came to heal the sick, to proclaim deliverance to the captives of Satan. He was in himself health and strength. He imparted his life to the sick, the afflicted, those possessed of demons. He turned away none who came to receive his healing power. He knew that those who petitioned him for help had brought disease upon themselves, yet he did not refuse to heal them. And when virtue from Christ entered into these poor souls, they were convicted of sin, and many were healed of their spiritual disease, as well as of their physical maladies. The gospel still possesses the same power, and why should we not today witness the same results? God Still Heals was written by Doug Bachelor, Speaker-Director of Amazing Facts, a media ministry based in Roseville, California. His sermons are broadcast on television and radio across the United States and internationally. For more information, you can visit amazingfacts.org.
You've been listening to the book reading program by 3ABN Australia Radio, featuring Get Ready for a Miracle. For more information about this book, visit remnantpublications.com.